Yad Vashem sits on the western slope of Mount Herzl, overlooking Jerusalem. The name means a memorial and a name, taken from Isaiah 56:5. I will give them in my house and within my walls a memorial and a name that will not be cut off. And that's exactly what this place does. It restores the names and dignity of those the world tried to erase. As I stepped onto the grounds of Yad Vashem, the sun was shining, but the air was heavy. I had prepared myself emotionally, but nothing truly prepares your heart to walk into a place dedicated to remembering the systematic murder of 6 million Jews. This isn't just a museum. It's holy ground, a place of mourning, of honor, and of warning. And as someone who loves Jesus, Yeshua, and knows he was born of Jewish lineage, this felt like walking into the pain of his people. I don't know how many people will see this video, but if it awakens one heart to love the Jewish people, to pray for Israel, to refuse silence in the face of hatred, then it's done what the Lord asked of me. I didn't come to Yad Vashem as a traveler. I came as a follower of Jesus Christ, to honor those who suffered and to say, we remember you, we love you, and we stand with you. The museum winds like a corridor through darkness. Each exhibit pulls you deeper into the reality of the Holocaust. Not numbers, but people, mothers, sons, grandparents, artists, doctors, worshipers. There are letters, torn suitcases, baby shoes, videos of survivors telling their stories with trembling voices, entire rooms dedicated to the ghettos, the resistance, the deportations, and the concentration camps. And what struck me most? This happened in our modern world, not some ancient cruelty. And people knew, and they did nothing. Jewish synagogues and even Christian churches were destroyed. Images of houses of worship, some hundreds of years old, burned to the ground. Their Torah scrolls desecrated, crosses smashed, stained glass shattered. These were sacred places treated with hatred and contempt. It reminded me of Jesus' words in Matthew 24, when he spoke of a time when the holy places would be defiled, and you will be hated by all nations because of me. I felt that truth hanging in the air. What grieved me most wasn't just the Nazi cruelty. It was the silence of those who called themselves Christians. Entire church denominations turned a blind eye or even cooperated with the Nazis. Crosses were placed alongside swastikas. Some pastors stood by as their Jewish neighbors were arrested, beaten, and never seen again. Our United States government received telegrams and letters begging for help, and they turned their backs on them. So I had to ask myself, would I have spoken up? Would I have stood with God's chosen people then? And am I doing that now? Yad Vashem doesn't hide these uncomfortable truths. It holds up a mirror, and the Holy Spirit stirred something in me here, not just sorrow, but a deeper commitment to be a voice for the voiceless. Psalm 41, comfort, comfort my people, says your God. I was struck by this piece of artwork that someone had spent time carving while they were in the camps. This is a broom handle. The intricate detail with which they hand carved this piece of ordinary everyday, and they made it beautiful. For reasons I can't explain, this spoke to me so profoundly. Amidst the horror of their everyday life, they found beauty in a broom handle. As I left the ghetto, I expected only sorrow to follow, but instead, the museum gently transitions to stories of resistance, stories not only of survival, but of righteous defiance. This section honoring the righteous among the nations. This is where we see that light that still shines in the darkness, and the darkness could not overcome it. These are the stories of Christians and other non-Jews who risked everything to save Jewish lives. Entire families were hidden behind false walls. Babies were smuggled out in baskets. Some rescuers were imprisoned, tortured, or executed for refusing to betray the innocent. And then we have the Hall of Names, a circular room lined with photographs and files. Every face a story. Many files remain empty, unfinished, waiting for someone to remember them. That's when it hit me. Evil doesn't just kill, it tries to erase. And we as believers must stand in the gap to remember to speak and to love boldly. I came here during a time of war, not because I'm brave, but because I believe showing up matters. Supporting Israel, walking these streets, praying in these places, this is my way of saying you are not forgotten. You are not alone. Some say it's complicated, but from a spiritual perspective, it's really not. The Jewish people have faced attack after attack simply for existing, and I believe we are called, especially now, to stand with them. Now more than ever, supporting Israel is not political, it's biblical. I pray this episode stirs your heart, sharpens your perspective, and deepens your compassion. Thank you again for coming along on this part of the journey. If it's moved you in any way through a story, a place, a moment, I hope you'll stay with me for the rest of the series. The Holy Land is many things, sacred, complex, beautiful, and being here during this season has only deepened my faith and resolve. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you are planning a trip to Jerusalem one day. Shalom, shalom.